It's going to be exciting. You know, I just look forward to doing my job and doing the very best I can and keeping those guys happy.
16 assists for Rajon Rondo on the night.
It's game time. Here's Mike and Tommy.
All right, John, thanks very much. As I said, a big crowd is on hand here tonight, and we're just about set to go. Should be fun against this athletic Hawk team. Here's our Southwest Airlines starting lineups. It will be Rondo and Ray Allen in the backcourt for Boston. Kendrick Perkins will be in the middle, Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett along the front line. Doc getting to go with the 5 that he wants to go with. 318 and 24, only 6 games away from that 500 mark right now as head coach of the Boston Celtics. On the other side, for the Atlanta Hawks, again, the biggest change is right there, lower left. Mike Bibby, now the starting point guard for this team. Horford off one of his best games, in fact, a career high in points the other night against the Knicks in the middle. Former Celtic draft pick Joe Johnson, Williams, and Smith are the starting lineups there for the Atlanta Hawks. Mike Woodson in his 4th season as NBA head coach. 93 wins and 209 losses. Kind of under the gun a little bit down in Atlanta. But here's a guy who's not ever under the gun. It's Greg Dickerson.
Mike, thanks so much. Thought we might see P.J. Brown in a Celtic uniform and active. Doc intimated that on Friday, but changed his mind this weekend. Said no big deal. He just decided that he wanted to give him more time. Celtics are expected to practice at least once over the next couple of days, and P.J. himself said he's getting more and more comfortable with the team's offense. His nervousness of being around here for the first time has now subsided. His shape is getting there. Not exactly what he wants totally, but getting better. A guy who is in the lineup tonight is Tony Allen. Kathy told me before the game is still feeling tight, but he's ready to go also over the flu bug that held him out of the lineup on Friday.
That was a content-rich report there out of Greg, wasn't it, Tommy? Yes.
He gets it all.
He gets it all, and so do the Hawks to open the game. That is the type of game they want to play, and Josh Smith on the front end of an alley-oop. It's only 2 points, but it's an attention-getter.
Well, they're an above-the-rim team.
Rondo's baseline jumper goes down.
Well, Bibby's going to have a tough time defending Rajon, because Rajon's going to be able to get right by Bibby. Bibby's got those old legs and kind of slow feet.
Garnett gets his first rebound of the game, leaves it for Pierce. Pierce, room to the bucket, and he missed it. It's too easy. Smith, the hard push the other way, takes it right to Perk, and out of bounds, no foul.
Watch this play. This is above the rim on the opening tip. Takes off and right. Oh, and they keep doing that all night. We'll have to leave with a frown on our forehead. You cannot let them beat you up the floor and get behind you.
Joe Johnson comes up shooting and knocks it down.
And Joe is going to benefit mostly from Bibby being there. They slough off Bibby to help out on Joe Johnson.
Pierce back to Perk. Perk with a size advantage on Horford, takes him in close. Nice up fake, gets the contact, and the basket. Good job by Perk.
Yep. Didn't just take the quick shot, worked him down inside against the rookie. Little up fake, that gets him going, and have a shot at a 3-point play.
Perk again coming off just a brilliant night. There are his season numbers through 53 games, but 19 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 blocks again on Friday night. First time in a career that he's put up numbers like that. Bibby trying to thread the needle to Horford. A kick is called on Perkins, and so it'll be side out for the Hawks.
That was an incidental kick. That's a bad call. There was nobody in the vicinity.
Atlanta has to learn to win on the road now. Again, they picked up Bibby when they were on a West Coast trip, so it was difficult for them to get started. But again, I think most people around the league think this team has a good track at that last playoff spot. I mentioned off the top they have maybe the most advantageous record after they leave here tonight in terms of the winning percentage of the opponents they have left on their schedule. Celtics third best in the NBA when playing at home in terms of shooting percentage. Bibby right now always seems to be looking to give the ball up. You say always 3 minutes into a game, but he's always looking to pass it, it would appear, to involve his teammates. Nice rebound by Horford, and now he'll take that shot and miss it. That's the one he has made with regularity here in Boston.
And the one that he will take any opportunity he's got.
Rondo in the paint, slapped away, but able to keep control. Finds Garnett, buries the jump shot.
Celtics hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
And they've doubled up the Hawks at 8-4.
And they missed the easiest one.
Yep.
Here's his layup.
Ray Allen defending Joe Johnson. Johnson goes for the fall away, and that's it.
Joe Johnson is a big-time scorer. He's got all the moves now. Can take it to the hoop. Has the fall away, as you just saw, 3-point shot. And he's a good defensive player, too.
Played by Horford as he got a hand on that pass and slapped it out of bounds. Let's take a look at our Subaru key matchup of the evening. Numbers this season for Joe Johnson and Ray Allen. 37% on the threes for Johnson. Good free throw shooter. Not as good as Ray, but a good one. And averaging 5.3 assists a game. Ray comes up with a jumper on cue, in and out. Picked off the floor by Williams. And a hand check is called on Ray Allen.
And when a player brings the ball down like that, you really have a tendency to go after it. But you got to bend down to go after it. They've been stealing the ball from Pierce because that's what they've been doing to him, bending down and taking the little. Wow.
Could hurt somebody with a shot like that. Pierce, little step away. No. Rebound, Horford.
Boy, this is going to be a shootout.
Yep. Quick shots by the Celtics here. That's not something Doc was looking for. Bibby's got Ray Allen in a switch. Goes back to Smith. Smith right up the gut.
Well, that's a pick and roll that nobody's going to stop.
Yep.
He takes off from the free throw line. If you try and take a charge out of him, jump over your head.
A couple of dunks for Smith here to open the game. KG looking to work on him. Oh, good block. Williams and Smith team up.
Well, here's a pick and was a pop, but all of a sudden he turned it into the roll, and it was a real roll.
Celtics got 9 on the shot clock here. And a 5-second violation. Now John Rondo unable to find anybody to inbound the ball to. First Celtic turnover. The Hawks turnover free at the moment. Wow. Then Bibby turns it over, stepping over the end line, passing it in.
Well, that's a lot of players don't understand that. There you go.
Yeah,
you cannot step over the line. You got to inbound the ball.
Ray Allen free for a moment in the corner and knocks down the three. 25 consecutive games now for Ray Allen with a 3-point field goal. That's the second longest current streak in the NBA. Rashad Lewis has the longest one, a couple games ahead of Ray. Nearly picked off and is picked off by Williams. Allen trying to get an angle, can't, and Williams gets 2.
Yeah, one weak side guy was really looking for the rotation of the ball. Picked it clean.
Foul is going to be called, I believe, on Marvin Williams. Yep, with the shoulder.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. Watch Pierce head to the hoop, and there is the little bump. Love to see them do more of that. Pierce in particular.
Williams just 21 years old in his 3rd year. One-year stay at North Carolina. Garnett taking it to the basket, and an offensive foul is called on Garnett. Yep.
Now let's see what happened here.
Kevin Garnett, that's his first.
Too much left arm, I guess. No argument out of Garnett.
Well, you go back and say something to the official, really. And as Doc explaining, a hand check before he put his hand out there. And I think he's right. You're going to call hand checking. Call him.
Bibby. Rondo cut him off baseline. Bibby forces the shot. It's an air ball.
I'll tell you, he did a terrific job until that time on Bibby.
Rondo takes another shot. Misses that one. Tipped up and in by Garnett. 4 rebounds already in the game for KG to go with his 4 points. Celtics by 3. Johnson, nice move with the dribble. Knocks down the shot.
Well, that was a great move. 2 small guys that were really ready to blitz him. And he went right between the 2 small guys. That's tough to do.
Pierce trying to post up Bibby. Skips it instead to Rondo. He'll take the baseline jumper and knocks that one down. 4 points, 2 assists for Rondo here in the first 6 minutes. Bibby kicks it back out to Johnson. Johnson the fall away this time. Garnett all over it for his 5th board.
Tell you, Joe Johnson's getting him up there.
Yeah, he is. He's not hesitating, is he? Attempted 5 shots in the game. Rondo also getting him up there. That one's in and out. Obviously, the Hawks have decided they're going to give Rondo shots, and he's going to take them. He's 2 for 4. Josh Smith in the lane tries to squeeze it through to Williams, picked off by Garnett. Celtics do not have numbers here. Pierce thought about a 3, back to Garnett. Garnett will move on Williams into the paint. Gets it back. Gets 2.
Hang in there, big fella.
Yeah, absolutely. 6 points, 6 rebounds in 7 minutes for Garnett. And Joe Johnson's going to take a timeout. So Kevin Garnett flourishing here amidst the Athletic Hawks. 17-12, Boston by 5.
Is brought to you in part by
Stay twice through April 6th and earn twice the rewards. AAA members earn 3 times. Twice is nice. 3 times is nicer. Visit bestwestern.com.
Celtics got a 5-point lead here in the first quarter, and Modell Sporting Goods, the official sporting goods store of the Boston Celtics, is offering you the chance of a lifetime to be an honorary Celtic ball kid for a game. Now, the experience includes an autographed Celtic basketball, assisting NBA players during warm-ups, a Celtics Modell's t-shirt, and 2 premium tickets to the game for additional guests. Stop by Modell's and enter for your chance to win this great experience for the April 16th game. Must be between the ages of 12 and 18 to qualify. Let's take a look at tonight's Honeydew List. It's brought to you by Honeydew Donuts. Come try one of our delicious muffins with a medium coffee for just $1.99 at participating stores.
Well, you don't want them to get the numbers on you so that somebody gets behind them because they will oop you to death. And keep the Hawks away from the offensive boards because they've got some real leapers in there.
Ray Allen remains on Joe Johnson. Okay. Got it back to Horford. Took a while. Now to Smith. 7 on the shot clock. Nice play by Pierce. And the Celtics come up with a turnover. Looped ahead to Pierce. 2 Hawks are back defensively. And Paul pulls it out. Burke running the floor. He'll try to make a move on Horford. Goes back to Pierce for the 3 instead.
Boy, and Burke looked for that. As soon as he got the ball, he saw that the defense was going to make a move on him, and Pierce got free, and he had him spotted all the way.
Celtics have been shooting the ball very well over the last 4 games. Last 2 on the road and the first 2 of this homestand.
Take a look at this. Pierce just knocks it away from Smith and over the top, and watch this 3. It goes to Perk. Throws the double right down the slot as Pierce, and Perk saw him. Great judgment by Perkins.
Zaza Pachulia has come into the game, comes out, sets a screen there on Allen. Josh Childress also in off the Atlanta bench. He came in last whistle. Bibby straightaway three. Nope. Childress an offensive rebound. Back to Bibby. Tries a two. And he gets that to stay. Bibby 29 years old. Could be covered by his brother-in-law here before the night goes on. That is Eddie House. Ray Allen with 4 in the shot clock, finds Perk.
Yeah, they overplayed the play, and that left the top guy setting the pick wide open, heading to the hoop.
Perkins 2 for 2 here early in the game. Horford down low, and they're going to score it as a goaltend.
Well, there's another one of those alley-oops, so.
Six-point Boston lead with the balls. We're approaching 3 minutes to go here in the first. James Posey's going to come in the game in a moment. Good look underneath, and better block there by Horford. Comes out of there himself with the ball. Pachulia. Nope. Allen and Pierce combined for the rebound. Pierce. Oh, nice play. What a play by Garnett.
Yeah, there was no way he was going to get 2 hands on it. That was soft tap.
That was a terrific play. I'm glad they gave him an assist on that. That was really good. Here's Rondo. Celtics looking for their first 10-point lead of the night. Ray Allen trying to make it 11. No. Rebound, Horford. Horford again coming in off a 20 and 11 night against the Knicks. Bibby, 2. And Bibby came up limping. He's got a problem with his right ankle.
Yeah, well, he's got a heel problem. And first 4 minutes that he played for this ball club, he jammed his heel. And it's been bothering him. And they say he's playing through it. He's in pain.
Rondo backs him up a little bit, misses the jump shot.
That's the type of shot that Doc does not want Rajon looking for. If it shows up off of something else, all well and good, but.
Rajon gets a hand on that, deflects it out of bounds. We'll see. Bibby's coming out of the game. 24-18, minute 22 to go, first quarter. We are back 24-18, 6-point Boston lead with $1:22 to go here in the first. Here's a Wendy's That's Right replay.
Boy, and that's right is absolutely the correct phrase. Look at this. Couldn't catch it with both hands, and soft tip to a wide open Kendrick.
That's right. Check in with Greg Dickerson.
Mike, you guys were mentioning Mike Bibby and the problem he's having with that heel. He obviously aggravated it. He first hurt that heel in his first game, ironically, in a Hawks uniform against the Los Angeles Lakers last month. Now, what he told me before the game was it's kind of like having a hand injury and you just keep getting it hit. He said, ironically, every time I think the heel is getting better, I just jam it again. Under best circumstances for him, he'd like to take a couple of games off, but he's still trying to get himself back into playing shape after missing the first 3 months of the season with a torn ligament in his left thumb.
Yeah, and trying to get to know his teammates at the same time. Salim Stoudemire has come in at the point we thought we might see AC Law, the rookie out of Texas A&M. They said he might come back tonight, but have gone to Stoudemire as the backup point guard. Marvin Williams coming back into the lineup, and Joe Johnson will go to the bench. Joe, 3 of 7, 6 points, a rebound, and an assist in the first 11 minutes. Pierce and Perkins have played the whole way for Boston. Nice move by Stoudemire without the ball.
Good pass, led him right to the hoop.
Yeah. It's Stoudemire, Pachulia, Childress, Smith, and Williams. Pierce in the paint. Nice block by Williams. Pierce gets it back. No reset of the shot clock. Leon Poe rejected down there by Smith. Eddie House gets in the passing lane for the steal. Perk to House for 2.
Well done by Eddie. And nice return pass by Perk.
3 assists already for Perkins here in the first quarter. Another backdoor cut by Stoudemire almost worked. Takes the jumper instead and knocks it down. This kid can really shoot the basketball.
You sure can, and you're trying to deny him the ball, so you're on top of him, and he reverses you. He's going to be wide open, so they've got it schooled so that they're going to get him the ball. If you're going to challenge him not to get the ball, they're going to get an easier shot for him.
Posey, a deep 3, doesn't go. Rebound taken down by Williams, and no time for a shot, and Boston's lead is down to 4 after being as high as 8 in that first quarter. Big quarter for Garnett, 6 points and 6 rebounds. Kendrick Perkins also with 6 for the Celtics, but the Hawks are hanging right in here, led by Joe Johnson, 26-22. Celtics on Comcast Sportsnet. Nice day and a nice night here in the city of Boston. A little cool, but we are into the month of March, and the Celtics got a 4-point lead here as we start the second quarter over the Atlanta Hawks. TD Bank North and the Boston Celtics would like to welcome the Falmouth Youth Basketball Boys Grade 5 and 6 team from Falmouth, Maine, as the TD Bank North Kids Clubhouse guests for tonight's game. TD Bank North going above and beyond for kids in all our communities. Transportation provided by limos by Liz. That's a long ride in a limo from Falmouth, Maine, for the game tonight. So those kids who are coming in, very happy to be here. Eddie House airmails one from the corner and out of bounds. Last touched by Pachulia.
And that was a great aggressive move by Big Baby to engage Pachulia so he couldn't really go for the rebound himself.
First quarter stats are brought to you by aceticket.com for the best seats in all of Boston. Call aceticket.com at 1-800-MY-SEATS. Tony Allen in the game. Got that left calf wrapped up pretty good, but good to see him back. I've been suffering from the flu and a sore calf. Tough shot there by Smith. Smith, Pachulia, Childress, Williams, and Stoudemire.
If he ever gets an 18-footer on a regular basis, he's really going to be tough. Because you got to go out and challenge. He's got a huge first step.
Eddie House finds Glenn Davis. Davis trying to lay it down to Leon Poe underneath, and a 3-second violation is whistled on Leon. As the 5th Boston turnover. Poe, Davis, House, Posey, and Allen for the Celtics. Pachulia over Poe. Rebound Posey. Both teams had 25 field goal attempts in that first quarter.
Old-fashioned game here.
Yeah, absolutely. Davis and Poe both came out to set screens for House. Inside again to Leon. Nope. Hawks can get to within 2 here. Ooh, Williams missed Smith. He was just wide open, camped out right there. Misses the shot. Davis rebound. Celtics are +3 in rebounding. That is a good sign. That is a stat that they have been beaten up pretty good on lately. I was trying to thread the needle back to Leon Poe, and it's the 6th Boston turnover. Three of them already here in 2 minutes and 10 seconds of this quarter. Stoudemire, nope. Good box out job by Posey. Don't allow Poe to come in for the rebound.
Well, they're doing what they're supposed to do against this team. Go out and get the man and block him out. Don't let him get within striking distance of a rebound.
Tony Allen, Childers playing off him. Tony takes him to the basket anyway, and it's rejected out of bounds. It's Boston ball, but they've only got 3 seconds left here on the shot clock.
Well, that's what Smith can do. Smith came from the weak side, and he is really a shot blocker. You got to be alert to where he's at, and he will come from dead in the corner.
Second in the league in block shots. Leon just belatedly realized there was no time on the shot clock. So that's the 7th Boston turnover here, as the Celtics have turned it over 4 times in less than 3 minutes of the second quarter. Hawks, though, have not made many, if any, inroads here. They only have 4 points off those 7 turnovers. Stoudemire finds Smith. Brings rain with that shot. 28-26 in a very quiet TD Bank North Garden right now. Oh, good screen on Childress. Tony Allen though lost control of the ball, gets it back. Eddie House forces one up. Rebound Smith.
The Celtics with this group have not gotten a real good shot at him. Anybody.
Ray Allen's going to come back in the game next whistle, and we'll get a break right now. Something the Celtics could use. 8:21 left to go in the half. Game has slowed down considerably. 28-26 Boston by 2.
Today, your identity is at greater risk than ever before. You can't prevent thieves from poking around your identity, but you can stop them before they use it. Early detection is your best protection, and Identity Truth is the earliest. Check out IdentityTruth.com today with a truly free 90-day trial offer. Visit IdentityTruth.com today.
We're back 28-26. It is a 2-point game with 8:21 left to go here in the second quarter. Time now for NBA 24, brought to you by TD Bank North. Last night, the Pistons, the Celtics' main rival here in the Eastern Conference, just all over the Clippers. 103-73 as they wrapped up their West Coast swing. Tayshaun Prince and company getting ready to face the Seas on Wednesday night. 1 game for Detroit between now and then. The Celtics want to keep that 4-game edge in the loss column. I'd love to see it 5 if PJ Carlesimo's Seattle club could pull off an upset, but unlikely Tuesday night at home for Detroit. Then Wednesday night, the big showdown here in Boston. Celtics right now 4 games in the loss column.
Now, Ray Allen's gotten back into this lineup here for a little bit of stability, as Tony Allen, they just gave him short minutes here.
Celtics are 1 for 5 with 4 turnovers here in the second quarter. And that's the run that's got the Hawks back in the game, but they turn it over there.
That was great defense by Leon.
It's House, Posey, Allen, Davis, and Poe. But Julia will be called with that foul outside, trying to stay with Ray Allen.
Atlanta foul is on number 27. That's Pachulia. His first team foul.
Doc not liking where Leon Poe was on that particular play. Ray Allen, baseline jumper. Yes. That is a shooter's bounce right there. 5 points in the game for Ray Allen, 2 for 4 from the field. The Celtics shooting 45%. The Hawks 43. Posey defending Williams. Williams into the paint, misses the easy shot, out of bounds. Leon took an elbow to the head from Glenn Davis.
And he will just shake it off too. Leon is that kind of player. You think he's gotten hit in the head before? Lots of times.
Probably by Glenn in practice. Childers chasing Allen. Poe comes out, sets the screen. Then Davis sets a second one, rolls to the basket. Little floater by Glenn does not go down. And good hustle by Davis. That Tommy point?
Yep, absolutely.
Davis for 2.
Tommy point.
And the Hawks aren't going to let the Celtics get anything going here. They call a quick timeout. Crowd right back into it. 6:48 left to go here, first half. Boston by 6. You're watching the Celtics on Comcast Sportsnet. 32-26, 6-point Boston lead about halfway through the second quarter. Celtic fans, Kia Motors invites you to join the Celtics on their drive for banner number 17. Visit a participating Eastern New England Kia retailer to enter for your chance to win Celtics all-access experience on March 26th against the Suns. Test drive a new Kia vehicle and get 2 tickets to an upcoming Celtic home game while supplies last. It's all brought to you by Kia Motors, official partner of the Boston Celtics. Go to Celtics.com for official rules and more information. Let's check in with our DCU sideline guy, Greg Dickerson.
Mike, interesting story in yesterday's Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Story said that Atlanta's GM, Billy Knight, wanted to fire head coach Mike Woodson 2 weeks ago, but was blocked by team ownership. He wanted to put in Larry Drew, the team's assistant coach, but again, the owners said no. Tried to ask Woodson about it today before the game. Said he had no comment on it. He'd talk about his team, he'd talk about the Celtics, but not about that story. Interesting side plot. Don't forget, guys, the owners of the Atlanta Hawks are suing each other. Steve Belkin, one of those guys who is a Boston native. So there's a lot of disarray in that front office.
Yeah, there would appear to be. That was Billy Knight in the stands there, you saw. It's going to be a foul on Glenn Davis.
Celtics fouls on number 11, Glenn Davis.
That's his first.
First team foul.
And this is the first free throw attempted by the Atlanta Hawks in the game.
Celtics have only taken one.
Tonight's Celtic game brought to you by Legal Seafoods. Remember, if it isn't fresh, it isn't legal. And you can see Leon still dealing with that eye where he got hit, I believe, by Glenn Davis, elbow unintentionally. Williams makes them both. And the Hawks continue to hang around down by 4, 32-28.
Rebounders learn to live with stuff like
That's
that.
right.
Leon is
Big
definitely a rebound.
Big guys have to learn to live with stuff like that. Big guys are tough. KG is back in. He hits the turnaround jump shot.
Yeah, and a fall away over the very athletic Smith.
Kevin had 27 and 19 back in November when the Celtics played the Hawks. He's up to a good start here tonight. 8.6 rebounds in about 12 minutes. Smith slapped away, but picked off by Ray Allen. Eddie House off the catch. Job by Horford there, got the inside position and held it on Glenn Davis. Joe Johnson back in the game, fumbled that actually to Williams on the baseline, but he's going to end up getting to the free throw line. Paul Pierce and Rajon Rondo about to come back in the game.
Well, let's take a look as Big Baby has to pick up Joe Johnson. Everybody else adjusts, and they stop Johnson from going straight to the hoop.
Williams' numbers get better and better the longer he is in this league. As I said, he's in his 3rd year, and he's only 21 years old.
Eddie House and James Posey.
House and Posey goes to the Boston bench.
You know, the last thing you want to have is controversy between the general manager and the coach. As we looked at Mike Woodson, and it kind of takes away from the entire season and kind of spoils it. They still believe they have a chance to get into the playoffs, and they have 24 games to do it.
KG can't get the shooter's bounce. Tipped around underneath. Oh, good play. Davis trying to keep it alive, but here come the Hawks. Bibby to Horford. Horford got tangled up, trying to avoid Garnett. Pass gets deflected over to Pierce off the hands of Williams. Ray Allen picked off, trying to go inside. Garnett's pass intended for Davis. Celtics with 9 first-half turnovers already, and Williams knocks down a jump shot, and it's a 2-point game at 34-32.
And most of the turnovers, however, came with that second unit who couldn't get a shot for 3 minutes.
Rondo, lane to the basket, too high off the glass, and here come the Hawks looking for a tie. They advance it quickly to Johnson. Johnson back to Bibby for 3 in the lead, and he buries it. 35-34 Atlanta, a 7-0 Hawk run. Last 8 games, Bibby a big reason for that. Suddenly 45%. Celtics best in the league at defending the three. Rondo's given the shot, sends it back out to Garnett, who takes it. Nice play by Bibby there as he just tipped it to one of his teammates. Bibby lane to the basket, goes to the corner instead. Smith is going to try a three and buries it. That's enough for Doc. 3:45 left to go first half. Here come the Hawks. Smith has got 11, only player in the game in double figures. Atlanta's got their biggest lead. We are back, and the Celtics suddenly in a hole here. 38-34, 3:45 left to go in the half. Attention Celtic fans. Once again, it's time to vote for this year's 6 star, presented by Sullivan Tire. Log on to ComcastSportsNet.com and vote for the player that has exceeded expectations and exemplifies Celtic pride. Every fan that votes will be eligible to win playoff tickets and a $300 gift card to Sullivan Tire. So cast your vote today on ComcastSportsNet.com for the 2008 6-Star Award at Sullivan Tire. We're always here to get you there. We've had great response so far in the voting. Well, for all the years that we have been sitting here, Tom, this guy right here has been right beside us, and this guy is Dick Light. Many of you may know him, you may not. He's the Director of Sports Information out at Bentley, and we want to congratulate Dick and Bentley for just a remarkable season this year. They set the NCAA Division II record, 54, you correct me because you give me the numbers, 54 consecutive wins for this team. A nice article in this morning's Boston Globe if you missed it. They're the #1 team right now in Division II. They start their playoffs this week, but congratulations to head coach Jay Lawson and his kids. Jay's had a great career at Bentley, over 300 career wins, but right now they are the #1 team in Division II headed towards the playoffs, and we wish them well. Playoffs for them start tomorrow night. Smith on the follow for 2.
Well, the Celtics with that second unit just became totally unglued offensively, and the first unit sitting on the bench cooled off, and they're kind of doing the same thing.
Another steal, and then Joe Johnson unable to control it. Let's see what was going on in that last timeout with Greg Dickerson.
Yeah, Mike, Doc was telling his guys very succinctly, our offensive execution right now is horrible. We're not running things all the way through. And one thing he said to Glenn Davis is, you know what, you're setting picks and you're just standing there with your hands up waiting for the basketball. Instead, roll to the basket. You got easy lives if you just roll in after you set that pick.
Foul is going to be called, I believe, on Williams as Kevin Garnett made his move to the hoop. Celtics have 10 points in the last 11 minutes of this game.
And none of the points have been good ones. I mean, really just fumbling the ball all over the place. Very, very, very sloppy. And I have to agree with what Greg said, that Brock was harping on in the huddle, is you've got to get a little continuity to what you're doing.
Ray Allen off the catch, misses the 3, and Rondo steals the rebound. Feeds it underneath to Garnett.
That'll help the crowd get into this game.
Garnett in double figures now with 10.
Oh, wow, he just palmed the ball.
Johnson skips it to the corner to Childers. Allen there defending. Inside, that's going to be a foul on Perkins as Horford goes across the lane, and then Horford has a little look for Perk for some extracurricular activity.
Watch this hustle rebound by the point guard, and then a little pass back as Rondo knew that Smith was lurking there for the block.
4 points and 3 assists for Rondo. Tonight's official league leaders are brought to you by TD Bank North, the official bank of the Boston Celtics, and most minutes per game by a rookie. Horford right there with Kevin Durant. Jamario Moon, a huge surprise, but Horford right there at number 2, 31.6.
Well, Moon is really not a rookie. He's been around a while.
.36. He's an old rookie, I should say. Perk can't come up with the miss. Now he does. And he gets hammered going back up.
And that's what you need. Rondo took it to the hoop, and that's what you got to do against Bibby, who's got the bad heel. And there's a little hand fighting going on underneath. One little up fake lifted two guys.
Burke with 6 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, filling up the stat line off that big game against Charlotte the other night. Celtics with their second free throw attempt. They're 0 for 2. Hawks are 5 of 6.
Everybody set. One in play.
Hey, you got to exploit Bibby if you're going to do some damage with this team. And you can get around Bibby. So Rondo could have a field day going to the hoop and dropping it off to people inside.
Smith covered by Garnett. Little handoff back to Bibby. Johnson tipped by Garnett, but Johnson gets it back. Can't hit the shot. Rebound slapped around underneath, out of bounds. It's Boston ball. Rondo, Perkins, Allen, Pierce, Garnett, the starting 5, finishing out the first half here for Boston. Childress and Pachulia, a couple of bench players out there for the Hawks. Boston ball.
Celtics ball.
Hawks can't believe that call. .11 for Boston on the shot clock here. KG right off the catch. No. Johnson, rebound. And this time it will be Atlanta ball. Hawks the ball in a 4-point lead.
They got to get Pierce involved in this game, too. He's not been involved.
2 for 5 from the floor, Pierce is. Smith, Perkins comes out to get him. Smith takes it anyway. Rebound Garnett. That's his 9th of the half. So suddenly in a half-court game. Garnett. Kirk stays with it and got fouled.
Atlanta foul was on number 27.
Here comes Garnett into the paint. Short arms it, and as Perk. And he's surrounded, so I don't know who got him.
They gave it to Pachulia. So they contest every shot inside, though. Smith is going after just about every one. McDonald's halftime report with Gary and Donnie is coming your way, so stick around at the half. They'll have a breakdown of the first half. Donnie's thoughts on this game. 41-38.
Now that's the 13th point of this quarter.
Hawks with just 16 field goal attempts in the second quarter after 25 in the first. Joe Johnson into the lane, throws it behind Bibby, and it's a backcourt violation.
Backcourt violation, Celtics ball.
So Boston has a chance to tie this up here. 6 turnovers for Mike Woodson's club. The Celtics have 10.
Yeah, and that second unit really was woeful in that department.
Offensive foul on Rondo.
Offensive foul on the Celtics. Number 9,
Rondo was, I think, trying to get a 2-for-1.
Yeah. Hit him right between the numbers.
He got him. You're exactly right. Bibby looks for the 2-for-1 here. A little late now, and it's a turnover. Rondo. Not much he could do there because Smith had the angle on him, except to try to go up and under like that. And now the Hawks will look for the final shot. Joe Johnson. Wow. Joe didn't wait for the final shot, and he got a chance for a three-point play. Not sure what that was all about. That was just Joe kind of on his own time.
Well, Rondo ends up with him.
Celtics are going to take a 20-second timeout. And the Hawks have got a 4.43-39 lead. Let's take a look at tonight's Kia card. It is presented by Kia Motors. Kia, the power to surprise. And it's Joe Johnson, originally drafted 10th overall by the Celtics back in the 2001 NBA draft. He's been a two-time NBA All-Star, 2007 and 2008, as well as playing for the U.S. national basketball team. He is the building block in Atlanta. Tell you, Tom, I like this Hawk Club with Bibby on it. I think they're a playoff team, I think.
Well, they're going to make some noise in their last 24 games. They do have a terrific offensive team, and their defense is not that good. And Bibby is going to really make them very potent offensively. But defensively, he's going to be a liability. But they've had some real shot blockers down in there. And they haven't gotten their whole act together, those shot blockers yet.
Check in quickly with Greg.
You know, one thing Joe Johnson was telling me before the game that he's seeing is a lot more one-on-one as opposed to getting double team, especially early on in the ball game. And as Doc Rivers was also saying to me before the game, it's really freed him up to do so much more. If you remember, before the trade, he was doing a lot of the ball handling, and now he can be much more of an offensive threat. Kind of a scary thought. Pretty good offensive threat to begin with.
Yeah, I would say so. Wholesale substitutions coming in here for the Hawks to defend. Last 5 games, Joe has been ripping it from deep, and he completes the three-point play. It's a 5-point Atlanta lead, and they extend some pressure. Childress is going to pick up Rondo. Rondo, oh, nice to Garnett. That was too easy, especially when you put 3 guys on the floor to play defense like Atlanta did. And a traveling violation is called on West, so the Celtics will have another chance here.
Well, watch this play. Somebody got caught up.
Yeah.
Childress.
12 and 9, the numbers for Kevin Garnett here in the first half.
That was very easy.
Rondo, Garnett trying to catch a tip at the same time, unable to do it. And the Hawks have got themselves a 3-point lead. Mike Bibby has made this Atlanta Hawk team a whole lot better. Josh Smith had a dunk off the opening tip, and the Hawks are right in this at halftime. 44-41. Atlanta leads it by 3. The halftime report is coming up next. Tonight's AAA First Half Replay is brought to you by AAA Travel. Book your next vacation at the AAA Travel Marketplace, March 7th through the 9th, down at Gillette Stadium. 44-41, the Hawks have a 3-point lead here at the half. Mike Gorman along with Tom Heinsohn and Greg Dickerson. Your thoughts there, Tommy, on that first half?
Well, the second unit really got the Celtics out of their rhythm, and they fumbled the ball all over the place. And the first unit really looked like they were cold coming back in, couldn't get anything really going. So I think they got to get Pierce more involved. He had no attempts in the second quarter and nothing. So that would be my advice. Look for Pierce and look inside.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a line like that before. 5 minutes and 36 seconds. Paul Pierce played in that second quarter. All zeros next to his name. Field goal attempts, rebounds, assists, you name it. All zeros across the board in 5.5 minutes. The halftime stats are brought to you by Ace Ticket. For Boston's best seats, call aceticket.com at 1-800-MY-SEATS. Second chance points big in Boston's favor, but Celtics shooting down to 40%. And 11 turnovers have not helped the cause. Kevin Garnett, 6 of 12 from the field. 12 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists.
Yeah, well, that second unit was 3 for 11.
Just since I never get down here, I wanted to say hi.
And that was someone saying hello to Tommy on the air.
Hey! Hey, hi, how are you?
He never gets down here. Did he tell you that? It's because he never gets down here. Did he spill your Coke too?
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
I did.
Who was that guy?
Who was that? That was Superman.
All right, now Greg is standing by with a report on what the coaches had to say.
Were you waiting for me, Mike? There was just so much from Tom Thibodeau, I couldn't
Couldn't break away. It's tough
couldn't
sometimes.
break away.
Yeah.
Most of the conversation had to deal with Josh Smith. He said right now he's the real game changer. One thing is offensively, we're kind of hesitant going into the lane, kind of double clutching, and also it's hurting us in transition. A lot of cross matchups. We're ending up with things like Rajon Rondo on Joe Johnson, and look for them to try and tighten up that defense on Joe Johnson. One thing we talked about earlier on in the game is fewer double teams on Joe Johnson, so Celtics have to do a better job of that man-on-man defense against the explosive Hawk scorer.
Smith leading the way with 13 points. Garnett with 12 for Boston. Perk right there with 9. Pierce and Allen 5 apiece. Here we go. It's Rondo, Perkins, Garnett, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Mike Bibby, Al Horford, Josh Smith, Joe Johnson, Marvin Williams.
Well, the first play out of the box, they got Pierce involved, but he's ice cold. They got to allow him to get into a rhythm.
Double-double in the game for Garnett as Pierce throws it away, and Garnett wins the hustle to the ball. Rondo, that one was an attempted pass to Garnett. Maybe the nice move around Pierce. Throws it up for Horford. Well, they start the second half like they started the first. Joe Johnson defending Ray Allen. Bibby on Rondo. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ray Allen knocks down a 3.
Well, somebody get a hot hand. They need a little rhythm, a little fire.
Despite the 39% shooting, they're only down by 2. Johnson. Smith. Good screen by Garnett. Ray Allen knocks down another 3.
Ray's going to get him back in the game.
Good play by Garnett setting that screen.
That's what you want to do for Ray, is on the up quick, set some picks before their defense gets organized.
Celtics retake the lead at 47-46. Allen now with 8 in the game. Pierce coming up with a turnover. And 2.
Well, that was so well done. He had Williams on his back the entire way, and he angled Williams off so he could make the layup.
Joe Johnson has it blocked by Perkins. Ahead to Rondo. Williams. And an angle, but Pierce the trailer.
All right. Turn up the burner.
Atlanta's going to take a timeout.
Heat it up.
We will take it to 10-0 run by the Celtics to open up a 5-point lead, 51-46. Well, back in a 5-point game, the Celtics have reassumed the lead at 51-46. And Celtic fans, if you're looking to secure tickets to sold-out Celtic games this year, discounts on the hottest merchandise, and/or the opportunity to purchase playoff tickets, well, now's your chance. Just join Club Green, the new official fan membership club of the Boston Celtics, and you'll receive these great benefits and a whole lot more. To find out about the new Club Green and the 2 levels of membership, visit Celtics.com or call 866-GO-CELTICS. Get your Club Green membership and get it today. Right now, let's take a look at another Wendy's That's Right replay.
Well, watch this great play by Perk. Good block right there. And there was the really terrific pass by Garnett. And Pierce on the hustle. Now, that ought to help Pierce get back into this ball game. Get a layup. Boy, you start feeling really good. And I can guarantee you, that's right.
Let's see what the Hawks come up with another timeout. Williams on the baseline. Johnson comes around. Curl. That's deflected out of bounds. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Good play by Pierce. Johnson with 1 on the shot clock misses a 3, and Williams tips it out to Smith. Back to Bibby. He misses a 3, and Garnett finally comes down with it. His 13th rebound of the game. Pierce doesn't hesitate. Buries it.
Get him going!
5 of 9 shooting for Pierce now, 12 points.
He's half out of the box. When he gets all out of the box, this game is going to be a blowout.
Smith taking it hard to the bucket. We'll get to the free throw line.
Celtics fouls on number 43, Kendrick Perkins.
Burke picks that one up.
His 3rd personal.
Look at this, Paul Pierce 3, and Pierce comes right off the pick without the ball and into the motion as it was a perfect pass at the letters.
Smith gets the first to go down. 14 points in the game for Smith as Josh Childress checks back in. Celtic lead at 7. Numbers there for Josh Smith. He's the only player in the NBA right now with more than 100 blocks and 100 steals.
He's a terrific athlete. Got super quickness and size.
He does have size. He's a big kid. Pierce pulls up on him, buries that one.
I think they talked about getting Pierce involved in the locker room.
Yeah. Pierce didn't like that stat line he had in the second quarter, and he's more than made up for it here early in the third. Second leading scorer now to Garnett with 14. Pierce has got 9 points in the quarter already. We'll get 8 minutes plus to go. Nice crossover there by Joe Johnson. Gets it to Smith, can't finish it. Perk, the rebound in a crowd, gets it ahead to Pierce. Pierce pulls up. That's a heat check right there. It's a 2. Bibby passes up the 3. Johnson can't hit the 3. Rebound to Perkins again. Loops it ahead to Ray. 8 rebounds in the game for Perk. And Perkins is called for taking Bibby down.
Offensive foul on the Celtics, number 43, Kendrick Perkins. That is his 4th personal foul.
That is the 4th on Kendrick.
For the Celtics, number 11,
I think it's one of those a game at least. That is one area that it's not up to you all the time to go get the pick, to get the man with the pick. It's up for the guy that has the ball to use you properly.
Crawford goes to Childress down the baseline, defended by Pierce. Childress curls into the lane and gets 2. You felt there was something happening. A traveling violation.
I thought there was a little walk there. This.
Pierce now has got Smith on a switch. Goes to Garnett, who's got Joe Johnson on him. And foul's going to be on Joe Johnson with a hand in the back of Garnett. That's just the first on Johnson.
Number 2, Joe Johnson, his 1st personal, 1st team foul.
Celtics' biggest lead of this game was 11. They're flirting with that right now, up 9 in the ball. Pierce on Smith. Mishandled it a little bit, threw off his shooting rhythm. Bibby the other way. Nice crossover by Bibby, takes it right to the basket, lays it down to Smith. Stripped. And then a foul underneath as Horford gets knocked down. Glenn Davis picks up the foul, and Horford will get to the free throw line.
His 2nd personal, 2nd team foul.
Let's check in with our DCU sideline reporter, Greg Dickerson.
Mike Woodson saying before the game, Al Horford has just been a fantastic rookie. he had it. I've had so many rookies the last 4 years, and unlike the others, I haven't really had to go after him so much. He's just so well coached and was at Florida with those 2 championships. He's not a panicky type kid. He's so steady under pressure. And the one thing that they've seen out of Al Horford this year is a guy who plays out of position. They are hoping they can pick up a center during the offseason and move him to a more natural power forward position next year.
His dad, of course, played 3 years in the NBA, Tito Horford, with Milwaukee and Washington. Ray Allen carries that one.
Boy, that was well designed. That was for Ray Allen all the way. They got everybody going to the other side of the floor, and then they set up a beautiful pick. Big Baby set up the pick.
Lead is 9 again. Smith, amazing how much arc he puts on that shot. This gets a screen from Garnett. Back to Kevin on the roll. Oh, good pass. What a nifty pass by Kevin Garnett.
And what a nice layup by Big Baby. That was not an easy shot. And how he caught that is beyond me. It was about 2 feet for him to see the ball.
Childers taking it hard to the bucket again. Childers has been playing very well for the Hawks of late. Rondo got a screen from Garnett, goes back the other way now. Lays it down to Davis, returns the favor to Garnett.
Yeah, Big Baby really knows how to play.
And that'll be a foul on Glenn Davis on the other end, and it'll put Childers at the free throw line.
Take a look at this great pass by Garnett. And then he had to lean away from the guy that was coming to block the shot. I don't know how he caught that, to tell you the truth. I mean, I'm amazed at the catch as much as the pass. There's about 3/4 of the people in the NBA would not have been able to handle that pass.
Pachulia back in and Josh Smith out with 5:09 to go here in the third, and the Celtics back up by 10, 64-54.
This kid has had some moments against the Celtics too, but mostly from beyond the arc. Pretty good shooter.
Off the bench, he's got 6 right now. 2 for 2 from the floor, 2 for 2 from the line, 2 rebounds and an assist. Rondo trying to take it to Bibby. Can't finish it. Rondo 2 for 10 in the game.
Yeah, Bibby just nudged him off the least little bit.
9 in the shot clock. Bibby the nice ball fake and then buried the shot. Again, the Hawks continue to take some pretty good shots from the Celtics and hang around. 64-58, they've got it down to 6.
Well, they take good shots from everybody, so it's no surprise that they can hang in there.
Garnett pulls his way, and a traveling violation is called on Garnett going around Horford.
Oh boy.
Horford too hard after getting to the hoop, and it's going to come back Boston's way.
Boy, and Pachulia was really heading to the hoop too on the miss. He just mistimed it.
Pachulia's had good games against the Celtics in the past. Hasn't done much here tonight. 12 minutes, no points, and 2 rebounds.
Well, they don't look for him like they have in years past.
Rebound to Bibby. Garnett 7 of 14 from the field. Bibby, nice little stop and go move, leaves it for Pachulia. Back to Bibby. 1 bounce. knock it down, and a potential three-point play. Glenn Davis with the foul. That's the fourth on Davis.
Celtics foul is on number 11, Glenn Davis. That's his fourth personal.
Well, his big baby trying to go through the pick.
Pachulia will have one shot.
Yeah, he tried to go through the pick.
Yeah.
The last time we saw him, big night. Three-point play, and here are the Hawks in a one-possession game again at 64-61.
Now the Celtics, all of a sudden they start thinking things are easy.
Well, they don't sustain anything tonight, that's for sure. Pierce, nope. And here comes Johnson down three. Up to Childress. Childress. Mike Woods incredulous there was no foul call. Ray Allen kicks it, deflected by Bibby, trying to get it to Pierce out beyond the line. Still plenty of time, 14 on the shot clock. Pierce with 4 on the clock. Knocks it down. Big quarter for Pierce, that's for sure. 19 overall, 14 of them in the third quarter. And we're going to get ourselves a timeout here. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left to play. Third quarter here in Boston. Celtics got a 6-point lead on Comcast Sportsnet. Young Hawks are giving the Celtics all they want, 67-61. It's a 6-point game, 2:45 to go here in the third. Time for Gatorade, heard round the cooler. What do you got, Greg?
You know what, Mike? Mike Bibby was brought into the Atlanta Hawks for some veteran leadership and obviously to mentor some of the younger players, and count him as one guy who loves the addition of Sam Cassell to the Celtics roster. As he told me before the game, you know, Sam, he just comes up with big shots and comes up with big plays during big games. He can hit those mid-range shots. And, you know, he's a guy who's played in 2 championships, and you just can't replicate that. You take a look at the numbers for Sam Cassell. He's played in so many big playoff games throughout his career. And here's the latest on Cassell. He officially will clear waivers late tomorrow afternoon, expected to be signed by the Celtics and then practice with them on Tuesday. Celtics certainly are hopeful he will be in uniform on time for Wednesday's game here at the Garden against the Detroit Pistons.
It's going to be very interesting if all that comes to be. All right, Mike Bibby's at the line for 2 here. Chance to make it a 4-point game.
One shot. Arms in, man. I won't.
Hawks giving the Celtics a little bit of their own medicine, harassing that inbounds pass. Kendrick Perkins going to come back in here in a moment. Rondo gets a little screen, finds Posey, and Pachulia gets a hand on the pass with 8 seconds left on the shot clock. And Kevin Garnett will get a rest, goes to the bench with 14 points and 14 rebounds in 28 minutes. Pachulia with the miss. Posey will defend Childress. Childress off the bounce, beats him, takes it to the basket, and a blocking foul will be called on Leon Poe. I think he might have been inside the circle.
Celtics foul was on number 0, Leon Poe.
Let's see if he was in the circle.
Team eliminated.
No, he was outside the circle.
Outside the circle.
Might have been a little late getting there, but. Here's the efficient night for Childress. He'll try to get his club within 2.
Well, the free throws are piling up for the Hawks. And now they've taken exactly 3 times as many as the Celtics.
Here's tonight's legal seafood trivia question. Remember, if it isn't fresh, it isn't legal. From 1959 to 1966, the Celtics won an NBA record 8 consecutive championships. Which 3 teams did the Celtics defeat in the finals to accomplish that feat? That's right up your alley, too. We'll have the answer for that in the 4th quarter. 67-64 here. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. And the Celtics got the ball. Pierce, who has been red hot in the quarter. And Pierce just forces the issue and gets a foul. It's on Pachulia.
Now Pierce going to take Joe Johnson, a little crossover dribble.
First in the last 2 minutes.
Pachulia got the worst of that one.
Yes.
The numbers for Pierce in this quarter: 19 overall, 8 of 15 now from the floor. Pierce averaged just over 20 points a game in the month of February, 20.5 to be exact. Has been shooting very well of late at the free throw line, makes 1 of 2 there. Four-point game. Stoudemire is up at the scorer's table. Bibby, that is a deep 3. Nope. Pachulia, offensive rebound. Oh, missed it. Volleyballed around, taken down by Leon Poe. Gets it to Rondo. Celtics catch a break there as Pachulia had a 2-footer. Couldn't put it down. Pierce on the paint. Again, too easy.
Yeah, good mismatch that time. Rondo set it up that they had to make a switch, and Bibby ended up with Pierce.
Childress, that funny shot, doesn't go. Leon Poe the rebound. Perkins running the floor. Rondo to the trailer. Pierce steps into a 3. Rebound Childress. Gets it ahead to Johnson. Final minute here, 3rd quarter.
That was a carry. Doc is talking about carrying the ball.
Nice play by Bibby there. (70-66). Pierce 3 and stripped by Horford. Up ahead, Childress. Ooh, look it for the loud dunk that foul. And so Childress will get to the line and try to make this a 2-point game. Here comes Stoudemire in. And Bibby will sit down.
Here's Pierce into the paint. And I didn't see what happened. What did he?
Yeah, it was a pretty clean strip. Got all ball.
Who was it?
Horford, I believe.
Horford?
Oh, Horford or Childress, one of the 2. Horford, I believe. Childress at the line. Ray Allen looking to get back in the game here for what could be the last possession of this quarter. Eddie House also in.
Mario West replaces Joe Johnson.
Poe and Perkins are coming out for Boston. Smith is coming back in and Horford goes out. Mario West has also come into the game for the Hawks. Now Jeremy Richardson's going to come in.
Number 32, Jeremy Richardson.
Second-year player out of Delta State.
Well, of course, now Rondo will have the possession of the ball. Stoudemire, is he going to defend him? More than likely. Because Rondo will get by Stoudemire and he'll get by, I think, West. But West looks like he's going to end up with Allen.
Three-point game at 70-67.
Well,
Richardson is going to come out and pick up Rondo.
Yeah.
Richardson with a little bit of size, 6'7", skinny kid, about 195 pounds, they say, and he doesn't look like he's that big. Pierce comes out, sets a screen. Smith has got Rondo on the switch. Rondo sends it back out to Posey, and Posey did well just to get the shot off. But the Hawks are right here as we head for the fourth quarter. The Celtics looking for their 5th in a row, 3rd on this homestand. Paul Pierce, the big third quarter. But the Celtics need every one of Paul's points. He's got 22, but the lead is only 3 after 3. Cold outside, but clear here in the city of Boston tonight. 70-67 on the strength of 17 points in that third quarter by Paul Pierce. The Celtics have now got a 3-point lead. A reminder, tonight's bonus code is brought to you by IdentityTruth.com. Early detection is your best protection against identity theft. IdentityTruth.com. Coming alive here at the TD Bank North Garden, making a little noise as the Celtics try to put away this young Hawk team. Let's look at the stats through 3. They're brought to you by Ace Ticket. For the best seats, 20 bucks an event. Call aceticket.com at 1-800-MY-SEATS. It is Johnson, Childress, Smith, Stoudemire, and Horford out there to start the fourth quarter for the Hawks. Johnson looking for his shot. Finds it. Pretty good defense there by Ray Allen. Loose ball. Nice play by Johnson to get it back. Got to shoot it though. Does. Rebound Perkins. Nobody had possession, so there was no reset of the shot clock. 10th rebound for Perk. He and Garnett both in double figures off the glass. Boston a 38-32 edge in rebounds. Ray Allen, 2.
Yeah, when you get a big guy and he's up trying to take away your outside shot, you can get to the rim if somebody isn't blocking your way down on the bottom line of the defense. And that was nicely done by Ray.
15 now in the game for Ray. Boston's lead up to 5. Johnson fumbles it out of bounds. Gonna be Celtic ball. Celtics with Allen, Garnett, House, Posey, and Poe on the floor. Did I say Garnett? I meant to say Perkins.
I tell you, this unit needs to play a little defense too.
Ray Allen again, taking it through in the baseline. Eddie House off the catch. Nope. Rebound Johnson. Horford, nice move. Missed the shot. Eddie House has got it. Inside to Cole. Double pump by Leon, able to draw the foul on Smith.
Well, Eddie House has his head up, comes off the pick, and there was Leon, and there's the foul. So Leon knows how to show it and pull it back, and while the man is up there, and then you go find his arm.
All right, Leon at the line, and his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Makes the first. Here's the answer to tonight's Legal Seafood Trivia question. From 59 to 66, the Celtics won 8 consecutive championships. You got to know this one, too. Which 3 teams did they defeat in the finals to accomplish that feat?
Well, St. Louis, the Lakers, and
the Warriors. Once Nate Thurman's club.
That's
remember?
right. That's right. When they were out in
San Francisco.
I remember when they had the Twin Towers.
That's right.
We made mincemeat of the Twin Towers.
That's the answer to tonight's Legal Seafood Trivia question. If it isn't fresh, it isn't legal. Perkins at the pass right there. Let's take a look at this one.
I'll tell you, this is Perk in your face, gets it back.
That's a beauty. That's
that was absolutely sensational. They called it on Ray Allen. Give me a break.
Horford will shoot 2. Misses that. 3 of 5 for Horford at the line tonight. He's got 7 points and 7 rebounds.
Well, it's now what? Free throws. 21 to 7. 9.
It's a 5-point game. It's 73-68. Ray gets the screen from Perk. Childress now able to get back on him. Good crossover by Ray Allen, and misses the shot. Horford with his 8th rebound. Leaves it for Bibby. Up ahead, Smith. Smith to the basket, and nicely off the glass. 16 in the game for Josh Smith. He's got leading scoring on us right now for the Hawks.
And he's got 14. He's one of the guys you got to account for when you're getting back inside.
Posey thought about it, goes inside to Perkins. Perkins, big size advantage on Horford. Kicks it out to Eddie House instead, and he knocks down 3. Nice job by Perk. 5 assists for Perk tonight. Perk has put a couple of really nice games together here. We're going to get ourselves a timeout. Kevin Garnett's going to come back in the game when we get back. 8:53 to go. Celtics by 6 on Comcast Sportsnet. We're back in a 6-point game, and the Celtics are on top with 8:53 to go. Celtic fans, now's your chance to reserve a luxury suite for a Celtic home game this year. Whether you're entertaining clients or employees, or even just a fun night out with your family or friends, private suites are the perfect place for your group. Enjoy great views of the court, waitstaff service, catering options, and a whole lot more. To reserve a suite for a game this season, please call the Celtics at 866-GO-CELTICS.
Well, take a look at this nice play by Kendrick Perkins. Goes around the horn, back inside to Perk. He's going to go one-on-one against Horford. And Eddie House on the weak side, wide open, delivers it right at the letters, into the shot. No problem.
And look at those numbers for Perk.
Yay! Nah, she's not the redhead for me to, but I give her a Tommy point anyway because she is a redhead, unless that's a wig.
Think it might be. 5 assists for Perkins in the game, ties a career high. He has just really strung a nice string of games together here. Childress blocked again by Perkins, out of bounds. Here's Perk over the last 2 games. 28 points, 19 rebounds, 9 block shots. That's his 9th right there, and 7 assists.
That was right-hand, left-hand defense.
And there's another rebound. His 20th in the last 2 games. Eddie House misses a baseline jumper in the middle of Bibby on the break. Bounce pass to Childress. Ooh, found some daylight there. Didn't think there was any. Smith chasing Ray Allen in the backcourt. Garnett eventually rubs him off with the screen. Garnett is grabbed by Smith on the way by, and he'll get to the free throw line.
That was a good cut, and that, watch this play here. Watch the cut now. And the man has to respect that. That opens up the baseline for the spin move. And all Smith could do was grab him.
So KG will be at the line for 2, 14 and 14, his numbers for tonight. KG picked up his 11,000th rebound last Wednesday night. Remind you that tonight's Celtic game brought to you by Legal Seafoods. If it isn't fresh, it isn't legal. And when KG went by that 11,000 mark, he also already had gone by the 19,000 point mark and 4,000 assist mark, which puts him in the company of Kareem, Karl Malone, Wilt, and Barkley as the only 4 players in NBA history to pass all those milestones. Perkins knocks it away from Johnson. Bibby forced out to half court with 6 on the shot clock. Posey. And Bibby splitting the defense, able to draw a foul with 2 seconds on the clock. And it's on Perk. His 5th.
Well, they played great defense. They went and doubled them. There's Perk back there. Now watch. Let's see what happens here. Here's the pick coming up. Yeah, right into it. That's when you're a little referee. You call it for the little guy. They do. They do. Big guys don't get any breaks.
78-74.
I know you don't think so, because you are a little guy.
That's true. Relatively speaking. Garnett for 2.
That's where they should be going, and they're not doubling. Oh, what a nice play by Ray Allen.
House pulls up. Horford back for the rebound. Half-court pass to Childress. Bibby comes up shooting. No. Rebound Garnett. 15 rebounds in the game for Garnett to go with 18 points. Approaching the halfway mark of this 4th quarter. Celtics go to Garnett again. And the foul is going to be on Smith.
Take a look. This is what you can do against Smith, because he doesn't have the bulk, and Garnett can get to the hoop against him. No fallaways against Smith. Take it right to him.
And a timeout's going to be taken here by the Hawks, who will take it too. 6 minutes, 26 seconds left to go in the game. Celtics, a 6-point lead.
Today, your identity is at greater risk than ever before. And it's much more than just your credit information. Early detection is your best protection, and Identity Truth is the earliest. Check out identitytruth.com today with a truly free 90-day trial offer. No credit card required. Just visit identitytruth.com today.
We're back with 6:26 to go in the game, and the Celtics have a 6-point lead. I'd like to win a trip to the NBA Finals. Not bad, huh? Well, look inside specially marked packs of Double Mint Gum for your chance to go. Now, no purchase is really necessary. You go to WrigleyHoops.com for details and a free entry right there. It's void where prohibited. Must be 18 or older and a legal resident of the United States. Odds of winning depend on the numbers of entries received. The sweepstakes will come to an end on April 30th, 2008. Let's check in with Greg.
A lot of basketball being played here at the Garden today, starting with the 2nd annual Shamrock Shootout this morning to raise money for the Shamrock Foundation. First hoops of JP and the Pags Edgerly team. They ended up going to the finals. See Steve Sweeney, our own Tommy Heinsohn. It was funny. Tommy was here, but decided not to shoot. He didn't want to show up, everybody. It's only the 2nd year this has been done, and it has raised a lot of money for the Celtics Charitable Foundation. It's only going to get bigger as this thing continues along.
I understand you participated, Greg.
I was here. I don't know if participate is the right word, Mike. That was right there.
That was participation. Yes, absolutely.
Well, they switched Horford on to KG, and it's not going to work.
Celtics lighten it up here in the 2nd half, and the defense stepping forward also. There's a foul underneath on Ray Allen, but they're saying it's a good block by Kevin Garnett.
Watch this foul coming up.
Smith will be at the line for 2.
You know, KG went to the basket, and unless they absolutely grab him. Take a look at KG's move. Let's see what happens here. All right, they let him go. They turn him loose into the shot.
So you only said that because you're a big guy.
That's right. You better believe it, because I feel strongly about that. See, you just roam around there at your own altitude, see?
Under the radar, babe. Under the radar. 82-76. Better than halfway through this fourth quarter.
He got hit on the
Rebound
hand.
to Childress. Johnson from the corner, no. Eddie House. Garnett to House to Davis. Davis again.
Finally.
Get to the line.
Watch this pass coming up as Eddie House sees Smith there. Big Baby had to go to the reverse side. Good up fake.
Johnson called for the reach in there. Johnson is 0 for 6 in the second half. But the Hawks are still hanging around in this game, down 6. Davis makes the free throw. 5 points for Glenn Davis tonight. Paul Pierce, who was red hot in that third quarter, checks back in. Game's leading scorer with 22. James Posey will sit down. 2 points and a rebound for Posey in 17 minutes. Davis makes them both. Davis playing with 5 fouls.
You know, I like Eddie House in at this stage. He's playing really good defense against Bibby.
Paul Pierce picks up that foul, reaching in. That's just the first foul on Pierce. It's the 4th team foul. Horford to the bucket. Mike Woodson really upset at half court at what he felt was a lack of a foul call.
Well, they more than doubled the Celtics at the free throw line, so I don't know what he's complaining about.
House. Smith with those springs. Smith. It's a blocking foul.
That's not it on Eddie House.
Yeah, it's a grab from behind on House. That's going to put Smith at the free throw line. Still a 6-point game.
This is becoming an issue with these free throws.
Misses that one. 19 of 25, the Hawks are from the line. Celtics 9 of 13. (84-79), about 4.5 to play. Rondo is going to come back in for the Celtics in a moment. Pierce kicks it to the corner to House. KG, no. Rebound right to Ray Allen. Like he got eyes. Ray in the lane lays it down to Davis, and it's traveling on Davis. Hawks get it back, down by 5. So Celtics got Rondo, Allen, Pierce, Davis, and Garnett on the floor. Hawks counter with Johnson, Horford, Smith, Bibby, and Childress. 4 minutes and change to play. Hawks down by 5. Hawks going to get Kendrick Perkins back in next whistle. Picked off by Garnett in the middle of Ray Allen. Hawks are back defensively. Pierce crosses over, and Pierce will get to the free throw line. Perkins in, Davis out.
Atlanta fouls on number 15.
Here's the Pierce drive, sets the pick and splits the blitz guy, and here's Horford with the reach in.
So Pierce will be at the line for 2. He's got 22 on the night. Tonight's Boston Celtic game brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. It's the official airline of the NBA and your Boston Celtics. .24 for Pierce. The lead is up to 7. Horford. Right to the basket.
Now, I don't know what they were doing there. You cannot let, it wasn't even a pick. And he gets the ball on the roll and goes right to the hoop.
Garnett on the cut to Rondo, and it's blocked by Smith, but Perkins is there to clean up. 11 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists in the game for Perk. Smith dancing but not getting too far. Tough shot. Oh, good rebound in traffic by Horford. In the middle of KG and Perk. 5-point game again. Rondo needs help. Throws it back out near half court to Ray Allen. 5 on the shot clock. Ray Allen, the runner. Oh, that's a tough shot.
Oh, and that was necessary, too. He's got that one down.
17 in the game for Ray. Bibby to Horford. Smith. Nope. Tipped by Garnett. Controlled by Rondo.
This.
Doc wanted a timeout, and he got it. We'll take it to 2:01. 7-point game.
Boston Celtics basketball on Comcast Sportsnet was brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines, by your New England Ford dealers, by TD Bank North, by Supercuts, by Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, and by Foxwoods Resort Casino.
We're back here in the city of Boston with 2:01 to play in the fourth quarter, and the Celtics holding on to a 7-point lead. Don't forget to stick around for the New England Ford Dealers Celtics postgame show. Gary and Donnie will be in the studio, Doc's press conference, and player interviews. Tommy Award will be passed out. It's all coming your way on the New England Ford Dealers postgame line. Paul Pierce, the game's leading scorer with 24. Kendrick Perkins, back-to-back terrific games here. 11 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists for number 43. And 4 block shots. Had 5 block shots the other night. Now, when he was on with Greg at the end of the game, Greg said, how do you account for these numbers? And Perk said, I was just in the right spot. Is it that simple?
No. You know, Perk.
Pierce is going to get to the line.
That's what you want to do. But Perk was standing around for a while, waiting for the ball to come to him. And he's gotten aggressive. Now he's going to get the ball. And he lost that knack the first couple of years he was here. He went after everything. And he was a superior rebounder because he never gave up on the ball unless they had definite possession, the other team. So I think he's back into that rhythm.
Nice time to get back in it, that's for sure. Celtics looking for their 46th win of the year against only 12 losses.
One shot. Get the arms in on the rebound.
.26 now for Pierce, 20 for Garnett, and 16 rebounds, 11 for Perkins, and 12 rebounds, 17 for Ray Allen. Hawks need to score and score in a hurry. Ray Allen coming up with the steal. Perkins the loose ball. And the Celtics are in control of this now with a minute and a half to play. Garnett comes out to rub off Johnson, and Pierce just goes stroll into the hoop, gets his own miss. A fresh clock. Hawks not looking to foul, and Paul's going to use as much time as he can. Makes the move with the left hand. Goes up and under, and I think Smith got a piece of it, but then back to Pierce. It came, and he laid it in. And that's going to do it. Celtics by 11 here with a minute to go. Winning streak will go to 5, 3 straight at home. And the Celtics in pretty good shape headed into the game with the Pistons on Wednesday night. Detroit will play Tuesday night at home in Detroit against Seattle, and then come here for the showdown on Wednesday night. Be sure to join us. The two top teams in the Eastern Conference, two of the best records in the league. Round 3 comes your way exclusively on Comcast Sportsnet. It's the Celtics and the Pistons. 7:30 game time. Pre-game comes your way live at 7 o'clock.
That ought to be a biggie. Tell Gary it's a biggie.
Pierce knocks down his free throw. Some numbers on this game tonight. Ray Allen, 5th straight game. But Ray Allen has shot 50% or better from the floor. 7 of 11 tonight. Pierce with 29 after going for the bubble in the 3rd quarter in 5.5 minutes. Had all zeros across the stat line. Right?
No, that was the 2nd quarter.
Second quarter, excuse me.
Yeah. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
25 points now in the 2nd half. And the 16 rebounds by Kevin Garnett ties his 3rd best effort this season. He had 20 opening night and then 19 against these same Hawks on November 9th. Smith takes it to the basket. He will get some free throws here with 30.7 left in the game. Boston up 11.
Celtics foul is on number 43, Kevin Perkins. That is his 6th personal foul.
Tony Allen only played briefly in the 2nd quarter of this game tonight as Perk fouls out and gets a nice hand headed for the bench. Did a terrific job, as I have said on numerous occasions. 11 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, and a number of blocked shots.
Yeah, he was really aggressive tonight, and he made some terrific passes. And that's what was really helping this offense earlier in the year, was both Garnett and Perk kicking it out when they dropped inside, finding the three-point shooters. So that was very helpful for the Celtics tonight, those 6 assists.
Replaces number 5,
KG gets a big hand. Smith gives a foul. I don't think Woodson was necessarily looking for that. It'll stop the clock with 27.7 and put Rondo at the free throw line. Rondo, tough shooting night, 2 of 11, but he had 8 assists. It gives him 24 assists in the last 2 games.
Well, he started out at the beginning of the game looking for his shot, which he should not do. He'd come up and the man would back off, and then he was taking the jumper before anybody else even got involved. His outside shot at this stage of his career ought to be off of a kick out when somebody can't get to the rim and he's the last option. But he should be going to the hoop as much as possible and taking that extra dribble to make that defender either commit or he can dribble right through it and find an open guy.
Celtics have matched their biggest lead of the game. Well, they did momentarily anyway. Stoudemire gets the layup with 21.9 on the clock into Ray Allen, and now the Hawks are not going to foul, and that is going to do it. Boston, a 5-game winning streak, 3 straight at home. Detroit comes to town on Wednesday night in the battle for supremacy in the East. Boston will enter that game with a 4-game advantage in the loss column over the Pistons. Big night for Kevin Garnett, 20 points and 16 rebounds. I'll give you a call, Doc. Don't worry about it. 98-88. Celtics win this by 10. Let's take a look at the Speedy Oil Change of the game, brought to you by Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your certified auto service center. Heck of a third quarter, T, for Paul Pierce.
It sure was. Look at this. I mean, he went all the way. It was hitting the outside shot. They got him going with the layup there. And then he got on fire and really carried the team and propelled the momentum into the fourth quarter that some of the bench players were able to capitalize on. So Pierce changed the game in that third quarter. 30
for Pierce when all was said and done. Tonight's steal of the game is brought to you by IdentityTruth.com. Early detection, your best protection. Watch Glenn Davis here. Up and under with the steal on Pachulia. And Glenn will get 2 out of this before we're done. That's all brought to you by IdentityTruth.com. Early detection, your best protection against identity theft. IdentityTruth.com. Tonight's super cut of the game brought to you by Supercuts every time. Watch this pass by Kevin Garnett. Yeah. Up and under for Davis. That's the super cut of the game brought to you by Supercuts every time. And finally, tonight's player of the game brought to you by a New England Toyota dealer. Toyota quality, you can depend on it. Kendrick Perkins, once again, 11 points, 4 of 5 from the field, 12 rebounds, 4 blocks, 6 assists. First double-double of the season. That is going to do it. The next time we see you, this place will be rocking. It'll be Wednesday night when the Celtics take on the Pistons in the battle for the East. Stay tuned for New England Ford Dealers postgame live. They'll have all the postgame reaction, highlights, and the Tommy Award. Final score again here tonight. The Celtics 98, Hawks 88. For Greg and Tommy and Dick Light, I'm Mike Gorman. See you on the postgame show.